Okay, just a little minor tragedy. So frustrating. I caught it right away. I felt it right when it started going over. But I have like a little sump pump system under my tub that pulls it into my plumbing of my bathroom. This is actually supposed to be cold. There we go. But if it's not on, it doesn't work. So there's that. Sump pump will only work if you have it on. It doesn't stay on all the time. I guess I could leave it on all the time, but then it just sits there and makes those little noises over and over and over again. Because when it's low, like a half inch, it won't suck out that last half inch, but it detects it. So it just sits there and keeps trying over and over and over to get that last half inch. That's super frustrating. So water dog with correct coat. So I need a lot of moisture to get all the way through the coat. It doesn't want to absorb any water and down to the skin. Rye's skin is in great shape. She didn't get too dirty. When she comes here for grooms, she likes to go out and run around in the wild a little bit, playing with the other poodles. I was unloading my bus, so I didn't see that. That was just a little piece of dirt. Just making sure she didn't snag a flea somehow. Okay, I'm going to switch to flood now that I know that I've got the hair saturated, and now I'm going to try to flood with the rest of this and let it flood. Gives me this fountain of pressurized foam, which is wonderful. Definitely get down to the skin. I was just reading about a dog that got a pretty bad skin infection from the groomer. None of the tools were in bad shape, but it was from the dilution bottle. The dilution bottle of not being cleaned out. That's one reason I really like these, because this is diluted only at the point of use. I do have some bottles that are sitting around here that I mix special things in, but I don't dilute a whole bottle at a time. I don't have a bunch of tubing that stays with water dilution in it. Because that stuff, people don't clean that out. You know, you don't think to. And that harbors bad bacteria. So it's not dirty clippers or shears, it's like dirty mixing dilution bottle tubing, which is like, you don't even think that. So, anyway, another reason to dilute only what you're going to use. Any dilution should not be diluted more than 24 hours. That water in there, we want to think that the water from the city is clean, and it's, you know, cleaner than the stream, but it's certainly not sterile. So it adds all kinds of elements. Okay. All right. Just another plug for this handy dandy little guy. Needs just a little bit of this Chris Christensen Ice on Ice detangling. She doesn't need detangling, but I really like the smell of this one and just the way it leaves the hair. It's just leaves the hair in such good condition. So that Crown Royal BioVite or vitamin is great for, you know, if you've got clean hair already, basically. You just want to give it a good treatment. That's what that does. Like a protein treatment. Never use that shampoo first on a dog that's dirty. Get it wash it first, and then I'm going to use that second. Sweet Rye here spends most of her time chillaxing in the AC. So it's important to rinse very thoroughly between shampoos, or between whatever treatment, between a shampoo and a conditioner, because if you've got, whatever the product you use has done its job, it's just blocking access to the second product that you put on if you try to layer it. So rinse in between. First shampoo did what it was going to do. Now, second shampoo has the opportunity on clean hair to do what it's going to do. I'm going to start on, tell when it's there it comes. I'm going to start on thread. I really like this option. It makes me move fast because I don't want to waste my product. And it really pushes the hair up away from the skin and just travels all the way to the skin. Sweet girl. Sweet girl. Gets underneath all that long hair on the palms. She has hand scissored palms and top knot. Her body is, I use a blade on. I think we use a 7 or a 4. I'll have to look back and see what she likes. I think she has a guard. I have to look back and remember what that is. Particularly her mommy likes. Not too long, not too short. 7 looks, a 7-blade looks too short, I think, on my cream poodles. I don't like to see too much of the skin. On the black poodles, it seems fine. I don't notice it. I feel like cream poodles just look a little too naked on a 7. Go up to a 4 or a 5. Right. What do you think? Sweet girl. I used to have to say that Rye was my only dog that had runny eyes that I've ever produced. So her mom does all the right things, and she does not have stingy eyes anymore. Because I believe in most cases, and it wasn't the case for Rye, but in most cases, you get chicken out of the kibble, let him have access to raw food, you know, at least weekly, keep that gut biome happy, then you should not have runny teary eyes. Runny teary eyes come from too much corn, legume, and chicken in the food, and eating your very expensive brands. Basically corn, chicken, and legume, all kinds of peas. I say legume because I don't want to list off the 80 ways they have them listed. Chickpea, pea powder, pea protein, chickpea protein, chickpea flour, all sorts of ways that they don't have to come out and say 80% of their product is pea powder or legume product. So if you can find a kibble that doesn't have chicken or legume, already you are ahead of the game. And there's nothing wrong with chicken for dogs and carnivores if we're feeding them chicken. I process chickens here. But chicken and kibble, somehow, I don't know what's the process. I think it has to do with how they treat the chicken parts that come to use for dog food. Obviously, they're not using chicken meat. They're using all the discard parts. I think they add something to it to preserve it, to sanitize it, I don't know, but they don't use in other protein products because None of the dogs have a true chicken protein. I mean, I don't have one that does. Because I can give them chicken that I've raised raw, no problem. Buy chicken from the store, no problem. But chicken and kibble, problem. So, my theory is it's not really the chicken, but it has something to do with whatever they do with the chicken before it gets made into dog food. Or the sludge. Okay. Super clean, super clean. I'm actually not going to condition her in the tub today. I'm going to use a spray and leave-in conditioner today. I've got a new conditioner I want to use. So, I'm going to test it out on her. She has nice, healthy hair and skin, and just going to see if I like it. I never withhold any treatments. I always use whatever the hair is telling me it needs. Use whatever the products I have that are going to fix it. It's one difference between getting a private groomer and getting a big box groomer. They don't have that choice. I bet they would if they could. But they're not allowed. They have to use the products that are provided, and if they decide, ooh, this dog really needs some conditioner, they have to get your permission and upcharge you for that. And they're really restricted in what they can do. It's not really their fault. But her hair is in such great condition. I'm gonna do a little experiment on this leave-in spray conditioner. I'm not even gonna try to flick off the water here. I'm gonna just go ahead and go straight to my high-powered in the groom room. So see you in the groom room.